Hey guys, let's talk about the next problem statement. Problem statement 22. What is the problem saying today? You are given a single linked list containing integers. Your task is to write a function to reverse the linked list in the group of a given integer k. If the number of nodes in the linked list is not a multiple of k, the remaining nodes after the last group of k nodes should be kept in the original order, okay? So write a program to implement the function reverse linked list groups ahead k, where head is the k node and the k is the group size. Okay. So they have given us in the question, they have given us the function name, and this is the same function name that I need to keep when I'm gonna reverse the linked list. So the idea here is that we are getting this k is equals to 3. Now k is equals to 3 is the group. So imagine we have this linked list. We have this linked list. Now we need to reverse with the k groups. So that means if the k is equals to 3, so first 3, this will be one group which will be reversed, and then the next 3 will be one group which will be reversed. Then this 3 will be reversed, and then the last element, which is not a multiple of 3, will not get reversed. It will be in the same original form. So this is the question. We need to understand, we have understood this question. Now we have to implement this. So let's do that quickly. All right, so here we are into our VS Code, and we are going to implement the code now. So because we have not implemented the linked list here in this code before, so I am going to implement it from the beginning. So I'm going to start with hash include iostream and using namespace std, right? And let's create a class called as node. And in this node class, let's say in the public, we have two data members, that is int val, and the next one is the node star next pointer. Now in this case, we have next pointer. Now we are going to declare the node constructor. So let's do that. So I'm going to say node, and then I'm going to give the int val so that we can put the value into the node with this constructor call. And inside this, I'm going to give here this uh, val is equals to val, and here I'm gonna give this next is equals to, as of now we don't know, so I can say here null ptr, because we can't predict what node is going to come next in the linked list, so we can't know what is this next pointer, so I'm gonna take it as of now null pointer. Now we are going to create the function called as reversed linked list groups. So I'm going to copy this, and here I'm going to paste it inside outside the class. Let's create this time. The return type will be of the node star, because it is going to return me the node, and reversed linked list group, this is going to be the name of this, as we have copied from the question. And here in this case, we will be passing the head, and we will be passing the k. Head will be of node star, and int will be the data type for this k. Okay, so this is going to be our function. Now I need to give the previous as null, the current as head, and the next node as null ptr. Why we are creating previous? So that I can connect it with all the other, and and I can just recursively backtrack the thing, and then we can uh, go and put the values, and we can access it. So because the thing here is we need a prev pointer, because here we need to reverse the nodes, right? So when I reverse the node in the prev pointer, I'll put the pointer of the next coming node, and the next pointer coming node will be pointing towards the next previous. What I'm going to say here is, say for example, this is the linked list. Okay, now why I've taken previous? Say suppose I need to connect, I have this group. Okay, I need to reverse this group. So to reverse this group, I will say that 3's previous will point towards the 3's next now, And then 3's next, 3's previous will again point towards the 3's next now. So this way this 3 will come here at the 1 position, and this 2's prev will be pointing towards the 3's next. So this way I will be able to reverse this linked list. So this way I will do it. Okay, let's write the code for it. I am gonna create node star. I am gonna create prev equals to, as of now I'm gonna take as null pointer. I'm gonna take node star, the current pointer, which is going to point towards the head, and node star. I'm gonna take next node. This is going to be next underscore node, because here this is another pointer that is not the next, this is the next node that I'm taking. Okay, so this is going to be also null pointer. Here it should be node n capital. Okay, so these are the three things that I have declared, and then I'll take I equals to 0. Why? Because we are going to create a while loop which will run, while loop, while, which will run, minute, which will run from the current till it becomes null, ptr, and I is less than k. It will go till there. I is going to be the current size of the iteration here. So I'm going to take inside this, I'm going to say here next node equals to the current next. Okay. Then the current node, the next node here, this particular next node is equals to current of next. Then I'm going to say here current of next is equals to prev, right? And then prev equals to current, the current. Okay, this way. And then the current will go towards the next node. This will allow me to reverse it and travel to then, and then I plus plus. So this I plus plus will control the whole while loop, so it will never go into an infinite loop, and I value will keep on getting executed one by one. Okay, next, after this while loop is finished, we will be reaching our kth node, and we will be writing a condition here. If the next node is not equals to the null pointer, at that point do one thing, recursively call this, I'll say here head of next, is equals to, I will just recursively call the reverse linked list group like this, and I'll pass here the head as next underscore node, and I'll pass the value of k. Okay, the group. So this way it will recursively, automatically, it will reverse the rest of the linked list. So this way I'll be able to recursively do that. So I have done this for the first time in the first group, and then I have recursively called for the other groups as well. Okay, and this will be the logic for reversing the linked list. Now, next, what we can do is we can create, because here we created this whole function. No, yeah, after this function, we can create another function to print the linked list, right? So void print list, I'm going to say here, and inside this, we are going to create the node star. I'm going to give the head here. Okay, and I'm not passing the reference of the head anyways. I'm going to say here node star is node star, I can say equals to current is equals to head. I'm taking current as I have taken the current variable. This is going to be the head, and then I'm going to traverse this current. Okay, so I'm going to take it as current is not equals to the null pointer. You travel to the last one, and here you do one thing, you say access the current value. Okay, and then if the current next is not equals to null pointer, then you keep on printing this. Okay, I'm just gonna print this out, and here it is gonna print this part, right? Like this I'm gonna print, so it is gonna print it nicely. And then after this while loop is finished, I am gonna do current. Before this while loop is finished, I'm gonna do current is equals to current of next, so this way it will move forward. Okay, and after this while loop is finished, I can just print some lines, C out and L. Okay, and this is going to be printing the linked list. Okay, now we can safely create our main function. So let's create our main function int main, and inside this we are gonna create the linked list 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like this one. Okay, let's create till 10 and then we'll reverse it accordingly. So to do that, first I need to create the head. So I'm gonna create the head here. Node star is equals to node star head is equals to, I'm gonna say here new node. I'm gonna call this constructor and pass 1. This is going to be our root node, the head node, and this way we will be able to do it. This will not have the star. This is a constructor, right? Okay, so this is gonna be the our head, and from the head I'm gonna start traversing to the next, and here I'm gonna create a new node again. Okay, this is gonna have this 2. Heads next will have this 2. Okay, I'm gonna copy this off. This will be for 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this part, copy 1 2. Here I'm gonna do it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So 1 2, here I'm gonna say 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and this is gonna be our 10. Okay, and here it'll keep on printing next 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 next. This is for 7, and this is for next 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 next, again one more next, and here it will be printing next 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 next, one more next, and it will be printing next 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 next, and yeah, this is gonna be it. Okay, according to this, so this is going to be, this should work fine, I hope so. And I, after that, I am gonna give the value of k also, right? So I'm gonna say here int k is equals to, let's say here k value is 3, right? Okay, so let it be like 3, and here, and after this I can keep the node star result like this, and here I am gonna return that reversed linked list groups. Here we'll pass the head, and here I'll pass the k. Easy. And then I can just say here print list, and here again pass the head. Okay, and then I'll just run this code. I'll save it, and I'll then just run this code. What is happening in function node reverse linked list warning, no return statement in a non-void function. Okay, it'll give the return type, but here it is saying 1 4 and 7. What is the problem here? If I change this k value to 4, and then if I run this out, 1 and 5, there is some problem in our reversed linked list. Oh, I did not return anything, right? Here, after this, it should return rev. Okay, let us run. There you go. But there is something wrong in this. What is the problem? Maybe some problem with our main function. Most probably because our whole thing is correct. And the mistake is that I have not, I have printed the list, I have passed the head, but actually I need to pass the result. This returned prev should be printed in the printed in the parameters of the result as the head. So now if I run this code, there you go. Absolutely correct. Now if I keep this as 3, because in the question is he says have said that 3, right? Okay, let us take it as like this. There you go. 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 9, 8, 7, and 10. 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 9, 8, 7, and 10. There you go. So this is how you will do it. I hope you have understood this very well. We created the class, we created the constructor, we created the function, prev current next node int I to control the while loop, and we made our current go to the null pointer, and it reaches that particular position before k. Then we connected all these linked lists in the reverse order. Then we recursively called that for other variables also, and then other nodes also here. And then we printed the linked list, and then we created the main function, created the nodes like this, connected it, and then we just reversed it and printed it. So this is how you are going to do it. I hope that this is very much clear to all of you guys. Well, this is it for this question, guys, and this is your question. I'll see you guys in the next one.